Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Nidoking. Nidoking is a fantastic Pokemon. I really like using it. It's got really good attack stat at base 102. Its defense is base 77 and 75 along with 81 HP, meaning that it can live a couple of hits. And then base 85 in speed, it can take advantage of that and it can increase up its power there as well. Not increase up its power, it can increase up its speed. Using things like Choice Scarf to allow it to outspeed a lot of the faster Pokemon. Now, as I said, I've got 6 sets here today, but quickly before we go into that, if you scroll down and click the like button and also subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, it would really mean a lot to me. It really helps me out and helps out the videos, and I really would love to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Okay. Let's jump into these 6 sets. The first one we've got is a Life Orb Shear Force set. Now this is probably the most common version you're going to see of Nidoking, and on here I've gone for Earthquake. Earthquake is obviously a powerful ground type attack. It is not affected by the Shear Force though, so you will take the Life Orb recoil, so do be aware of that. We've got Poison Jab, powerful poison type attack, but that one is affected by the Shear Force, so again you won't take the Life Orb recoil. Ice Punch again, and Head Smash, all affected by the Shear Force and Life Orb there as well. And Head Smash, obviously very powerful. Actually, Head Smash isn't. You do take the recoil from it, but it's a very powerful rock type attack. If you don't want to take that recoil, you could always go for Thunder Punch or Fire Punch, which again gets you a bit more coverage on there. Possibly even Dragon Tail, because that does have that secondary effect also. But there are lots and lots of different things that you can go for on here. Typically, yeah, Nidoking just gets a really good moveset. Eevees, we've got max attack and max speed with a jolly nature, so more speed, less special attack, and 4 Eevees in special defense. So go fast here. You could also go for max HP, max attack with an adamant nature, some more attack, less special attack. But it's up to you what you decide to go for in this respect. You can just go for an all-out sweeper with that speed, or try and go for the speed, or you can go for more of a kind of taking some hits, but it will also dish out a lot of hits as well. Moving on to the second Nidoking, I've gone for a Power Up Punch set. Now, I love Power Up Punch. It is a transfer-only move, so we'd have to transfer a Nidoking already knowing Power Up Punch on there. But we've got Poison Point as our ability here. You could go for Shear Force if you wanted to, but that would mitigate the whole point of having the Power Up Punch on here. And its other ability is Rivalry, which, again, is a very risky ability to go for, because 1.25 on the same gender but 0.75 on the opposite gender. You don't know what gender the Pokemon is going to be that comes in, so it is a very risky maneuver to make. Assault Vest increases your special defense by 1.5 times, allowing for you to hopefully live a couple more hits, and that Power Up Punch allows for you to be able to raise up your attack stat by 1 stage each time you use it. So for example, if you use it twice, you're going to go to 606 in your attack. We've then got Mega Horn, which is a powerful bug type attack, and it just hits a great deal of different Pokemon, things like Psychic types, Grass types, and also Dark types. You've got Earthquake, powerful ground type attack, again hits different Pokemon, one of the best moves typically in the game is considered. And then Poison Jab, powerful poison type attack, boosted by Stab, has the ability to poison different Pokemon. Eevees, there are a couple of ways of running this. You could go for, again, the fast sweeper. So we've got max attack, max speed, jolly nature. You could also go max HP, max attack, adamant nature if you wanted to, or max HP, max special defense with a careful nature. So more special defense, less special attack there. You could go for any of those sets, or any of those EV sets if you wanted to there. That would work out nicely for you regardless, obviously depending on what your team is already running. Moving on to the third Nidoking, we have got a Hazard Setter. So on here we've got Toxic Spikes. Now 1 layer of Toxic Spikes will poison the opposing Pokemon, 2 layers will Toxic the opposing Pokemon, so the damage will start to rack up more and more each turn. Now, obviously, flying type Pokemon, or Pokemon that are levitating, are not going to be affected by Toxic Spikes when they come in. You have got Poison type Pokemon will absorb the Toxic Spikes, so do be cautious of that before setting them up. And then you've got Steel type Pokemon that are not affected by the Toxic Spikes either. So that's just things to be considerate of. If your opposing team has got a Steel type and like a Flying type Pokemon, and then a Levitate Pokemon, then a Poison type Pokemon, it's unlikely you're going to be able to effectively use those Toxic Spikes unless you've got a Gravity user on your team. But on here, we've also got Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks is really good to mitigate those Flying type Pokemon, for example, and it takes 25% damage on things like ice types, which are super effective against you. So again, just racks up that damage, breaks those focus sashes, and that can be helpful there. Third move I've gone for is Earthquake, powerful ground type attack, boosted by stab. Again, hits a lot of different Pokemon. And then we've got Roar. Roar allows for you to, it's minus priority, so you will take a hit first, but you can roar out that Pokemon that may have just come in, and then potentially give them the Toxic Spikes and the Stealth Rocks damage all in one, which can work very, very nicely in your favour. Just obviously you do have to make sure you'll be able to live a few hits here. So Eevees got max HP and max defense with an impish nature, so more defense and less special attack, and 4 Eevees in attack. You could always go for max HP and max special defense with the careful nature if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you what you decide to go for there, but I think the Roar combined with the hazards could work very nicely. Moving on to the fourth set, I have gone for a Choice Spec set. Now we have base 85 in our special attack, which is a little bit low, but is definitely usable. So that Choice Specs allow for you to increase up your special attack by 1.5 times. And then move-wise, we have got some fantastic moves. So we have got Sludge Bomb, powerful poison type attack. Now if you wanted to Dynamax with this, obviously that Sludge Bomb would turn to max Ooze, increasing up your special attack stat even more. Earth Power turn to max Quake, increasing up your special defense, and then Fire Blast to set up the Sun if you need to. And also I've gone for Fire Blast and Thunder on here just for coverage moves. Typically they will work quite nicely for you in a lot of scenarios. Eevees, we've got max special attack and max speed with a timid nature, so more speed, less attack, and 4 Eevees in special defense. You could go max HP, max special attack, modest nature if you wanted to, but that is entirely up to you what you decide to go for. Moving on to the fifth Nidoking. Now this is a Dynamax Nidoking. We have got Choice Band on here. I have put Poison Point on here. Now you could always go for the Sheer Force Life Orb combination again if you wanted to. That could work nicely for you. So move-wise, we've got Superpower. Superpower turns to Max Knuckle, increasing up your attack stat by 1 stage. We've got Iron Tail, which turns to Max Steel Spike, increasing up your defense by 1 stage. Earthquake, which turns to Max Quake, increasing up your special defense by 1 stage, and then Poison Jab as just a coverage move when you get out of Dynamax. So you can set up your defense, special defense, and your attack using these moves. You also got access to Aerial Ace if you wanted to go for more of a fast sweeper as opposed to more of a bulky sweeper. So there are a few ways to run this. You could go as max attack, max speed with the jolly nature, so more speed, less special attack. That would be more the case if you're going for like the aerial ace side of things with superpower. But you could also go for max HP, max attack with the adamant nature, and that's more if you're going for like the defensive side of things. Moving on, so I should say as well, before we move on, that aerial ace is a transfer only move, so you would have to transfer it from a previous generation. Okay, last set I've gone for is a red card Poison Points ability set. So red card, basically if the opposing team, it switches in a Pokemon that is going to cause super effective damage to you, that hits you, that red card then forces them to switch out and change into a different Pokemon. So you can potentially get 2 turns of your Dynamax done and not really have to worry necessarily about the negative effects of another Pokemon. Move-wise, Sludge Wave turns to Max Ooze, increasing up your special attack by 1 stage. Earth Power turning into Max Quake, increasing up your special defense. Thunder, which typically you could set up the electric terrain if you wanted to, but that is up to you. Maybe if you had a rest user on the opposing team that's being annoying. But you've also got Surf. Now Surf will turn to Max Geyser, set up the Rain, and then they will have the Thunder, which will hit 100% of the time when you are out of your Dynamax, obviously. So it hit 100% of the time whilst you have that Surf set up. So it's also an option for you to run the Damp Rock on here if you wanted to. Eevees gone for max special attack and max speed with a timid nature, so more speed, less attack, and 4 Eevees in special defense. Again, you could go for the max HP, max special attack, modest if you wanted to. Anyways, that is all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.